going on, y'all? This is my clean business recap, road to 50K a month, my August 2024 recap. It's a little bit late. It's September 10th right now, but I've been meaning to do this. And just right out the gate, not the best month revenue-wise. We ended with about $5,900 in total revenue. I'll just show you all the Stripe. As you can see, on Stripe it was about $3,200 collected, but we also did have a check that we got from a condo association. That's, I guess, sort of a commercial cleaning that we did for a heavy duty deep clean there. And then some people, some of our clients pay through Zelle. So in total it was about $5,900. Obviously not super happy about that, considering last month was over 11 grand. It was closer to 13 with Zelle and all that. But at the same time, we didn't run any ads at all in the month of August. So that was all just recurring clients and then organic. So kind of like I can have the perspective of, this sucks. My sales were down a lot, but also things are at least staying steady at that level. And that was basically all profit, essentially, because there's no money spent in ads. And as far as running expenses, this is pretty low. But this month, a little sneak peek, we're starting off better than last month at least. And I'm going to start running ads soon. To get into the recap a little bit, so August for me was a test of having a business, I guess, when things that happen out of your control and how do you react to it. So 2 of my subcontractors, they moved away, and that was basically all my subcontractors. So the cleanings fell on my girlfriend and I to take care of. And then we went out of town for a wedding. So if it was just us, we really couldn't take on any other cleans. We had to tell our recurring clients, like, we'll have to do it once we come back, that sort of thing. And just other family stuff. I'm taking care of my family. That's really important to me. So I am thankful that I'm able to take care of them and have an online business and not be stopped from that. Yeah, things out of my control. At the same time, though, I still have a positive perspective, and I've seen a lot of things that happen that really give me an optimistic look for the business. So for one, we connected with a construction company. They gave us a post-construction clean for an ice cream shop, and I connected with them on my email campaign. I just scrape a list of construction companies in my area, and I've been emailing them for the past couple months. And one of them finally, they didn't even answer the email. They just called us, which was cool. We had 2 organic bookings. So they just went straight to our page and then booked, or they called us and booked. One of them is going to be done in September for $900. So just trying to keep that idea of things are positive, things are going to go in the right direction. It's just a lot of making sure I stay on the right path here. And recurring revenue is still above 4,000, which is nice. I was about to say we didn't lose any clients, but we actually did lose a client because she passed away. Yeah, she was one of our first clients, so it was sad that happened to her, but we still keep in touch with her family. And kind of moving on, we booked a walkthrough with a potential commercial cleaning client that I'm going to go see them on this Thursday. I have my CRM system and I have my VA in there cold calling companies for a couple hours a day. And the first time she did it, she got a walkthrough with a company that just didn't have a cleaning service. So I'm really excited for that, actually, because commercial cleaning is something I want to start getting into. I think at this point we have enough reviews, we have enough references and all the supporting elements where we can approach these commercial businesses and bid for contracts. And with commercial contracts, what it seems to me is that once you have the contract set as far as the frequency and everything, it's much easier to schedule. Whereas residential, people reschedule, people cancel last minute, or they want to start earlier or later sometimes, right? Maybe they want different things done as far as their scope of work as well. So I can see that being a little bit more of a headache at scale. Even though we're not there yet, I'm not really going to stop anything with the residential side, but I want to start moving into commercial because it's going to be much easier to have that set place somebody there, and then it's just kind of maintaining it, showing up, inspecting, sort of thing. So those are kind of the key milestones. I still am really positive, like, we'll hit that 50K mark hopefully by next year, by first quarter next year. And no rush, of course, but I believe that's possible, especially with commercial cleaning contracts. Those can be worth a couple $1,000s. And if we just get even a small number of commercial contracts, that's really going to bring us up closer to that 50K mark. So learn a couple lessons. And honestly, I learned this first lesson every month, just constantly. I don't know when it's finally going to stick in my head, but it's okay to say no and decline jobs. I'm figuring it out slowly, because certain people, certain clients out there, they will just be a headache. They're very demanding, and especially if they're haggling with the price, they're most likely going to be an issue, is what I'm finding. The next lesson is probably the most important, is always stay recruiting of these subcontractors. Something I really haven't taken serious. I think this business especially is so simple. You just get cleaners, you get clients, and you coordinate, you communicate with them too in between, right? And that's it. But sometimes I think I make it more complicated because I like web design and using my software and all these different things, but that's literally all it takes, right? So the actions that I need to be doing is recruiting all the time, because like I mentioned before, my subcontractors that I did have, once they left, we were kind of screwed. It was just left on us. So I really don't want to be in the position again where my business has to stop because I don't have cleaners to do jobs, or I can't get more clients, or I have to stop ads like I have been this past month. So I'm completely focused on the recruiting side. I've been doing that for the past couple of days, just finding kind of candidates organically on Facebook and Nextdoor and speaking to them. We have a few that seem to be really good, so we're like working with them now and testing. I can't push this to the side anymore. I mean, that's really what it takes to grow this business. It's pretty simple. It's clear. It's not easy, but it's simple. And this is kind of like my course of action, is I need to take more ownership of the different actions it takes to grow this business. Right now, I'm like kind of relying on other people to do certain things, the recruiting or whatever it might be, which is fine. And it's good to delegate. Like, that's what you're supposed to do as a business owner. But I think initially that is something that I need to just take ownership about and really take care of that until it gets to the point where I need to delegate more. Because, of course, not everyone will care about your business as much as you. So that's kind of how I feel a little bit. But, I mean, I'm really thankful to have the people I do have with me. I just want to be the one who takes the ownership and does what needs to be done to push the business forward. We can't stop anymore. I can't do that anymore. And then course of action, recruit more subcontractors, kind of just touched on that. And I said that last recap, but for real this time, I want to have 10, 20 cleaners just even on standby. Even if we don't have anything just yet, just have them on standby. And I think you have to give people a chance before you write them off as well. Of course, like, you don't want just anybody, but you gotta give people a chance. And then I need more people on standby, so when I do get those commercial contracts, place them much easier. The next course of action is I want to test the pricing point, especially on the initial deep cleaning. Anytime we get a client, we get a lead inquiring about a cleaning, we let them know there is an initial deep cleaning the first time we do go to their home. So it's going to be more than the recurring typically, but the way we price it, I believe it is much higher than the average in our market. So I want to just play around with lowering that just a little bit. Of course, we get people who take it and they accept that we're going to bring them more attention to detail than other companies, but still we need to test that because we don't have enough data as far as our revenue when we have a certain price point versus this price point. We need to see if we lower it, is it going to increase the conversion rate, and then therefore we make up for maybe that loss of revenue because we're getting a higher volume, right? So definitely want to test that. I'm a former accountant, so I really love finances and in testing these types of things, so that should be fun. And then increase email marketing outreach directly to commercial accounts. I had like a master plan of reaching out to other commercial cleaning companies to be a subcontractor for them, and then learn the ropes about that side of the industry. And so far it hasn't netted me anything. I have introduced myself to other companies, which is nice, and turned out one of the presidents of a commercial cleaning company, he used to be my neighbor, and when we were 15 years old, we would hang out all the time. So I'm gonna go meet him soon. I'm gonna go to his office and meet him. Other than that, nobody really had subcontractor jobs for us, so I think I'm just gonna go straight to these commercial accounts, accounting offices, lawyer offices. The list goes on. It's really, you can do restaurants and then just do like front of house cleaning. So I'm just gonna go straight for that. Yeah, y'all, this is basically the update, and I think the main takeaway for me is that I have to just do the actions that's going to push us forward. So right now the main bottleneck is the lack of subcontractors that we are comfortable with to send out to clients. That has to be fixed immediately, because getting clients and getting leads, that is really not difficult. There's so much opportunity, and I live in South Florida. There's no shortage of cleaning companies. There's so much opportunity as far as clients, but my bottleneck right now is like being able to handle those clients and be able to service them. So I just gotta fix that. And just a side note, I am meeting some of y'all, which is really awesome. Had some meetings with some people interested in starting a cleaning business or already doing a cleaning business. And I've said it before, but I really love the fact that this business, everybody is pretty collaborative. I mean, the majority of the people I've met live in my area and they have a cleaning business. One guy's in Miramar, one's in Miami, one's in Lauderhill. And the one I met just yesterday, he was giving me tips about where to get leads and like pricing and that sort of thing. So I really appreciate meeting with everybody, especially like the time y'all spend watching the videos. So yeah, man, it's really been fun, this business in general, and I'm just excited for what's to come. But I know just gotta do the work. Like, obviously no one's gonna force me to do it. So, but I'll keep y'all updated. Till next time, take care.